Hi everyone, it's Gina and I am back with another very fun From Hollywood to Home tip. Now a lot of people think when you have an event that means you're having a party, but having people over to stay at your home can be an event in its own right. So I wanted to give you a few tips on how to make sure that your guests have a stay that rivals somebody staying at a hotel. There are little tricks and tips to make your guest room feel like an oasis for your guests that are coming to stay with you. Now the first thing that I like to do is obviously have my bed set perfectly. Now you might notice when you go to a hotel that the sheets are just crisp and clean. A lot of the times how that is accomplished is by ironing your sheets, which seems kind of like a lot, but it's so easy to do and it just gives them that nice crisp edge. I also sometimes steam the comforter because you just want everything to feel very, elegant and set and no wrinkles. So that always gives the feel of a fresh, clean, unslept in bed, like a hotel. So that's my first tip. The other one is have little amenities out so that when your guests arrive, they feel like you're welcoming them into their room that's going to be their home for the next couple of days. One thing that I like to do is set out a pitcher of ice water and some glasses. So when they come in and they've had a long day of traveling, they just have this nice little refreshing treat waiting for them on their bedside. Or you can set it out for them right before they go to bed. So if they do need water in the middle of the night, they've got something right by their bedside. I also like to make sure to have a nice fresh candle, always great. And I typically like to find a candle to burn in the room a couple hours before guests arrive so that again, it gives it that very fresh feeling. Another thing that I like to do is use fresh flowers. So easy to go to just your local grocery store or your farmer's market and just grab a quick bunch, clip them at the edges, and set them out so that they're waiting when your guests arrive. I even like to put a little note out there as well, just saying, so happy to have you. Thank you so much for staying with me, just to welcome them. Because again, you're truly welcoming them into your home and into your environment. So you want to set the right tone. Another very easy item that you can do is in your closet of your guest room, make sure that everything is taken out. It shouldn't be a place that's being stored with a lot of mishmash and clutter. Have it cleared and nice, have extra towels, extra blankets, and I like to hang up a couple of these crisp white robes. Just have it laying in the room so that again, they can enjoy their stay. And you can also pick up just some easy spa slippers. These are available at Bed Bath & Beyond, but what I like to do is when I'm out traveling, I like to grab a few from the hotels that I stay in and bring them home with me and lay them out with a robe so when they stay at the Hotel Gina, that is exactly what they feel like. Now one last thing is extra blankets. I always like to have a fresh, clean, rolled up extra blanket at the foot of the bed so that if they tend to get cold in the middle of the night, they don't have to get up and roam around in a place that they're not super familiar with. So it's always nice to have a little extra blanket out and easy to grab. Now I'm going to move into the bathroom, so come with me and I'll show you a few tips to make that feel extra special for your guests as well. So here I am in my guest bath and I'm going to show you just a few little tricks to make it feel elevated and a little extra special. I start by making sure I have a beautiful soap dish out. And instead of buying a big bar of soap, which really just goes to waste because your guests are probably only staying with you for a couple of nights, what I like to do is either purchase smaller soaps or when I travel, I've made it a habit of keeping some of the bars of soaps that are in my hotel rooms. So whenever a guest comes, I can just quickly go to where I stash all my soaps, unpeel it, and set it in the soap dish. And again, it's smaller size, so once they're done, you can just throw it in the garbage. Another thing that I like to invest in are just some sample sizes of mouthwash, toothpaste, and I try to make sure to set those in the top drawer so that if my guests forgot anything, they have a few toiletries and amenities just waiting for them. Another tip that I like is down below, under the sink. I try to avoid any clutter, but if you do have things that you want to keep in like a steamer or an extra hair dryer, I again like to repurpose floral vessels so that everything has its own little container and it gives it sort of an elevated feel. I do keep this stocked with extra towels and washcloths and whatnot, but I'm going to walk you over here and show you how I present my nicer towels. It's so important to have a full set of clean, matching towels out for your guests. And I just like to do a really classic fold. I take my towel holder, I make sure I have 2 folded bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. Again, I do have extras under the sink just in case they need, and those can be mixed matched or in a different color scheme, not a big deal, but I like the main towels to be out. It just gives it such a nice, elegant feel. And the last thing that I always like to do in the bathroom is make sure that in my shower, I have 2 full shampoo and conditioners in there. So that again, if they forgot something or whatnot, they've got it right there waiting for them, because that's really what luxury is all about, just having things at your fingertips. I always try to pick a brand that has a cute label, something that sort of matches the decor in my house or in my guest room. And again, it just sort of makes everything feel like it has a purpose and it matches and it goes with the style of the home. Well, this room is all set and ready for my next guest, and I can't wait. Thanks so much for stopping by, and please check us out and subscribe to our channel for more entertaining and hospitality tips. Hopefully you'll be stopping by again very, very soon. We'll see you then. Bye.